Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. And this is EFL Championship Game Week 6. What did I think? 6 preview. And there are a few interesting games. You've got Sunderland taking on Middlesbrough. You've got Hull City against Stoke City on the Friday night kickoff. You've got Preston versus Blackburn. Norwich versus Watford. And then Coventry versus Swansea, and then of course the mighty Oxford take on Bristol City. So let's see what happens in those games. But yeah, to discuss all those games with me, two guys that know what championship football is like is first and foremost it's a Bristol City. Harry, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing really good, thanks, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for having me on. As always, looking forward to this. Should be good.
Yeah, man, should be good. And then um, Mr. Luton Town. He is Mr. Luton Town. And we'll be going home and away as soon as that new stadium comes in. It is Tibor City. Tyler, how are you?
Yeah, well, I'm good, thanks, mate. Thanks for bringing me on. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the game week 6 games. Like I say, there's quite a lot of interesting ones, to be fair, especially when you look at, how results were last week.
Definitely. Was last week, how many points did I points? I think I got like 7-ish. How much? Yeah, 7 points last week. So not too bad last week. I'm still third in the predictions league. I am in on Super Brew, so yeah, man. Let's start then. Let's get this going. Let's do this. Yeah, that should work. Okay. So who's gonna kick us off? I will start with this one. It is Stoke City taking on Hull City. Of course, Stoke at home. They have not been the best this season, but I wouldn't say they're the favourites. But coming up against a Hull City team that has not won a game, that has struggled away from home, not beating Plymouth and Leeds, or not beating Plymouth away from home, not beating or getting a draw against Leeds. Stoke, who on the other hand have been 50-50 ish, beat Coventry at home, lost to Watford on the road, lost to West Brom at home, beat Plymouth away from home, then lost to Oxford away from home. So yeah, looking at the recent history, so do have a really good record over Hull, as you guys can see there. But last season was the 24th of September they played, so this time it's a week earlier. So I'll make it through one again. I'm gonna say I'll finally get a win. Like, this is a must-win game for them. They are currently inside the relegation spot in 22nd. They have to somehow get the win. Yeah, don't know how, but they must. It's really a must. So let's go to Harry. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think it's a game between two sides who haven't really got going so far yet this season. I think, of course, it could be a new horizon for Stoke with new manager coming in. I think it's Narcissus Pelach from I think he was the assistant manager at Norwich, I believe, and I think he spent some time being the assistant head coach at Huddersfield as well. And I know Cardiff scored around when he was there. He's now the manager of West Brom, doing very well, sits at the top of the table as of right now. But so that could be exciting for Stoke. As we just mentioned, Hull had the best record away at Stoke, although they did win there last season. A really good season last season. Stoke on the Rosenia, of course. Still adapting to the start of a new manager coming into Timbolta. And yeah, I think both sides, being quite underwhelmed as far as season. So I think both sides could play a draw. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Okay, draw. Fair enough. I could say draw, to be fair. Tyler, yours?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, like mentioned, Stoke have obviously got, a manager has come in. I mean, I didn't really understand getting rid of Schumacher because it's like I just said on the stream I did, they were doing much better than, Luton, for example, Hull themselves, a lot of teams, it weren't like they were like how Cardiff are, for example. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite an interesting one when it comes to that. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, it's an interesting one because Hull, they haven't quite got that win. So, you don't really have confidence that they are going to win. I look at their transfer window as well. Obviously, Lewis tells me a lot about it. And I don't know. I just think they were so slow in it that they're still adapting. He's saying if they lose this, get rid of the manager. I don't think they'll do that. They clearly want to give him a chance. It's going to be way too early for them to do that if they didn't win. So I don't know. I got the sort of feeling when Luton played Preston a couple of weeks ago, in the sense of Hull could dominate the game, but Stoke will just win 1-0. And have that new manager bounce. I can just see it. So I'm actually going to say Stoke win 1-0. They have been better as well, like mentioned, throughout the season so far. So, yeah, I just can't see it coming yet for them. So 1-0 to Stoke for me.
Okay. A 1-0 to Stoke. A massive victory for Stoke. So one for them could take them, if results go their way, up to 6th. So yeah, a 1 for Stoke would be crazy. And then they do have a 50% win-loss record. So I see where you guys are coming from. Like you can't trust how to actually win this. Like with the way they have been playing, and you hit the nail on the head. I don't know why they sacked their manager. Like it didn't make sense. So yeah. But next game, we will be talking about Tyler's second favorite team. So yeah. Tyler, start us off.
Now, I hate to admit it, but they have had a good start to the season. Obviously, their last 2 games, they haven't won. But, their Coventry game, it was 50-50. Any team could have really won that. Coventry had a great chance, hit the post. Their fans behind the goal thought it was in. Wasn't quite. Both teams had good chances to win that. Obviously, they lost to Sheffield United the game before that, but before that, they were doing very well. Norwich, again, hit and miss. A few good draws though this season so far. Drawing at home to Sheffield United, for example. I know Josh Sargent has a really good goal scoring record against Watford. I remember that when they were both in the Premier League, he scored, that really good goal. Everyone will remember in that game. So it's an interesting one. I mean, Norwich are at home, so I think it's a good opportunity for them. Especially if Watford's last 2 games not quite winning. So I'm actually going to say Norwich get the win, and I'm going to say it's a close one, but I'll say they're winning 2-1 to Norwich for me.
Okay, 2-1 Norwich. Harry?
Yeah, I think this has the potential to be a really good game at Carrow Road. Two decent sides. I mean, I think Well, I predicted Watford to finish bottom of the league, so at the start of the season. So I hope they have a little bit of a drop off, but yeah, I think yeah, they will drop off a little bit. I don't expect them to be in the playoffs. I mean, I think they just don't have the squad depth to compete. And well, I was really skeptical of how Tom Cleverley was going to do coming into his first full season as a manager, but he's proved me wrong so far. To be fair, Norwich are doing better at home than they are away. I think it seems so far. Although they did get that good win away at Coventry a couple of game weeks ago before the international break. But yeah, I reckon it's going to be a high scoring draw in this one for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Okay, fair enough. Just for more time, Melina, be up yourself. Up your well, then Norwich, Watford. You said 2-2, Harry. Okay. What's the Watford usually won this game. That's the thing. They did drop points. How many games have they won? Huh. Okay. Now what? We're gonna go with Mr. Luton Town there. I'm gonna say 2-1 Norwich. Actually, let's go high scoring 3-2 Norwich.
So high scoring in last season, I think Norwich won 4-2, I do believe. So it does
4-3, yeah.
does have a lot of goals in this one.
Oh, 4-2, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Excited for it.
And 3-2 at Vicarage Road, and then 4-2 at Carroll Road. So definitely high scoring on this one, potentially. Yeah, but there's 8 people in here. Do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe button. It is massively appreciated as well, people. It is. So make sure to drop us up, drop a like, and do follow these guys on their channels. The links to it is in the description. So drop a follow for us on Spotify if you have not already. The shows that are on there is the Honest Rival show and the Cricket show. And if we get follows on there like big-ish, then yeah, might do exclusive content on there. So yeah, Chelsea says 2-1 Hull and 1-0 Norwich. Fair enough. Okay, so let me just quickly get back to this one. Yes. 1 second. Next game. QPR Millwall. Potentially two of the most non-like teams. The most non-like teams in the championship. Shout out, Harry. Okay. Be up yourself, Harry. Okay, Chase. Yeah, be up, Harry.
Yeah, I've seen him. We've done before.
QPR Millwall. Harry, start us off.
Yeah, I think QPR have quite a decent record at home against Millwall. They won 2-0 at Loftus Road against Millwall last season. And yeah, I think Millwall are potentially in a little bit of trouble. I think they could be involved in a relegation fight. It's still early on in the championship, but they've not had a good start. Losing 1-0 to Luton that last time out. I don't think Millwall were particularly great in that game, but they did have one good chance with it when Langstaff went through 1-1. And I mean, probably back him to score that a chance with the amount of goals he scored in the last couple of years, but he hasn't got going so far in the Mill shirt. It's this story of Mill this season. They have struggled to gain a level of momentum. I think that's going to continue for them in this game Saturday. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for QPR. They do have a good record against Mill at home, so I think QPR will do well and win 2-1.
Okay, QPR 2-1-1. I'm gonna go for let's that's really a draw, Let's go. That QPR draw against Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth at home. Jeez, Plymouth at home. They drew against them. And they only beat the Luton side. Yeah, you know what? 1-1. With the 1-1. So, Justin, we agree. Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one. Obviously a London derby. I mean, the thing with when we played Millwall is I expected them to have chances, obviously, that, they're at home, they're going to. But at the same time, the chances they did have, the big chances, were from our mistakes. The Pelly Ruddock pass, that was awful. He's rarely going to play this season, and it's for stuff like that. Simple as that. Legend of the club, but going forward, he's not the answer. Hence why we've got like 3 midfielders during the summer that are going to be over him. But yeah, it's one of them where they're on that. They're on the backward loss. I mean, did it, think they'd play a bit better than they did. As for QPR, they will be the favourites going into this just due to, they've had a better season than a lot of people would have anticipated so far. So it's an interesting one. I mean, if you're going to back anyone, it probably would be QPR. But I'm going to agree with you, Hanno. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw as well. I think it's going to be one of them where it's going to be hard to really separate them on the day, I think. I think it might be similar to when QPR played Plymouth at home in that sense of a 1-1 draw. It's a similar game, sort of how it goes. So, yeah, 1-1 for me.
Okay, fair. We agree. 2-1 more, but wouldn't be surprised if QPR won this 2-1 either. Fair enough. We have Joshua in the chat. Remington is one of our own. Well, he is. He should be. He's one of a kind. In a good way.
Good to see Josh.
But
You well.
so yeah, Tyler started us off, of course. Sunderland last week, that shock loss to Plymouth. I knew. Probably on two, I knew.
You and Harry knew. Yeah, no, fair play.
We knew.
Lewis said, "What are you smoking?" What was he smoking in the end?
I don't know what is he smoking. So yeah, Middlesbrough have been 50-50. You guys can see it there. They beat Swansea, then they lost to Cardiff, then drew with Preston and Portsmouth at home, and lost to Derby on the road. So they aren't in the best of form. Can Sunderland bounce back like the title asks?
Again, another interesting one because there's a lot of derbies this week, so form tends to go out the window for these games. I remember last season, Middlesbrough won very emphatically at Sunderland. It's 4-0 in the end. I'm not saying it's going to be like that. I don't think it will be. I do think Sunderland will bounce back. I think they'll be one of them sides that are really good at home, and I wouldn't be surprised if their home form's like top 3 in the league come the end of the season. I just think away is maybe where they potentially will struggle in that sense. And yeah, I think they will bounce back. Like we say, Middlesbrough, even though form does go out the window, they have been 50-50. And I just think Sunderland will do it narrowly. So I will say 2-1 victory for Sunderland in this one.
Okay, Sunderland one. Harry.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go similar prediction. I think it'll be a tight game. Sunderland, of course, their first loss of the season. That was very unexpected against Plymouth, who were yet to win before that game. But yeah, that's sort of like the classic Championship result, where you expect the top team to win, but the team that hasn't been doing really well was off a surprise. But yeah, I think Middlesbrough they've been decent so far this season. But the one thing with Borough I've noticed a lot is that they struggle to take a lot of their chances, and I think that's cost them quite a few points so far. I think against Portsmouth, I look back at that game and think he really should have won that with the chances that they had. And then, yeah, Preston most recently they'd be disappointed to drop points against them. And I think their problem to not taking their chances is going to continue. So I think Sunderland are going to nick this one. I think it's going to be 1-0 to Sunderland. I'm going to go for abstaining from it.
1-0 Sunderland. I'm gonna go Sunderland win. I think last week for me, only reason why I said Plymouth win was because of their momentum was stopped because of the international break. So I think it's now they back into it. So I think they're gonna win easy 2-0 to Sunderland. So yeah, Justin says 3-1. I have Southampton coming, so we'll get to them. But next game it is Bristol City take on Oxford United. Can you turn that bad few results around, Harry?
I think this is going to be a massive game. Of course, our manager Liam Manning got up against his former Oxford side, and yeah, I think we do need to start getting some positive results. I think the last two games definitely haven't been great for us, and it's annoying because we've had like silly errors leading to goals in both those games as well. So we need to iron that out against Oxford going to this weekend. And it's definitely going to be a cagey one. I think Oxford have had a good start, but they are yet to win it away from home this season. So I think we need to get back on track, and I think we will do in this one. I think it's going to be close, but I think we'll just edge it. I'm going to back us for a 2-1 victory. Yeah, against Oxford here, we desperately need a win. I think so. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get a win. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 to us.
Okay, fair enough. 2-1 to Bristol City. Let's be honest, if Oxford do get a result here, it will be very surprising because they have not won one game away from home. But Tyler, how do you see this one?
It's quite an interesting one because, like I've said on, when I predict championship games on my channel and that, I've said I've got high expectations for Bristol City. I actually said they'd sneak in the playoffs come the end of the season. I think they're on the rise season upon season, and not, the great last two games, like mentioned. However, they have been away. So I think at home, Ashton Gate is a difficult place to go. I remember we went there, midweek a couple of seasons ago, lost 2-0. We were 2-0 down in about 10 minutes. So it's not easy. Oxford, I mean, yeah, they haven't won away. However, the games they have played away and lost, they have been in the games. You look at the 3-2 defeat to Coventry on a Friday night. Very unfortunate not to get at least a draw out of that, in my opinion. And then obviously narrowly losing to Blackburn away, scoring a great goal to open things up. So I agree in the sense of I think it's going to be close. A couple of weeks ago, months ago, before the ball was even kicked, I'd have said Bristol City, especially in my expectations, quite convincingly, maybe. But I don't know. I've just got a sneaky feeling Oxford do it. I think it's going to be a close game, like I say, but I've just got a feeling they're going to go there, Harris and someone else, and get a 2-1 victory. I just think it's going to be one of them where they sort of get a late on goal and you're like, wow. Because like I say, they've been very close in every game away that they've lost. Obviously at home, they've been exceptional, but they've got to make it count. If you're a newly promoted team, you've got to make your home games count, and they have. But I just think they'll edge it. I just got a feeling 2-1 Oxford.
Okay, so 2-1 Oxford. A few of the predictions are also backing Oxford, you see. 3-1 Oxford? Crazy. 2-0 Oxford? Even more crazy. Clean sheet? Definitely not. Bristol 2-1? More of where I'm at this stage. Bristol in a bit of a dip, but that was 2 games away from home, back at home. Should be at least getting a draw. Yeah. Oxford did come close to Coventry. So I would say 2-1 Bristol as well. Yeah, 2-1 Bristol. I think maybe Oxford edge it, but 2-1 Bristol. Or a draw maybe. So very tight, very tight. So yeah. Where do we go next? We go to Burnley versus Portsmouth. Is this also kind of a derby or not really?
Nah, nowhere near each other.
Okay. Burnley back to anyways after beating Leeds 1-0. After they had a slight dip with Blackburn and Sunderland. At Turf Moor, is there any for Portsmouth who are still looking for the first win of the season? I doubt it. I'm gonna go 3-1. Let's go 3-1. We'll go to Tyler. We'll go to you.
Yeah, you got to feel a bit sorry for Portsmouth, didn't you? I mean, the last 2 games, they haven't really been great. I mean, obviously the 3-0 on paper, that looks quite a convincing win for West Brom, but I did watch it, and to be fair, no disrespect to Portsmouth, but if they played better opposition, West Brom that game, they would have definitely conceded. They had chances to score Portsmouth. Obviously, the Sunderland game, not too great, but again, Sunderland were high flying at the time. But before that, brilliant. 3 brilliant draws. But their next 2 games, they got Burnley away and Sheffield United. I can maybe see them getting a point at most, if I'm going to be honest, and that's more so next week. Burnley, I think they've only lost 3 of the last 37, 38 at home in the Championship, something like that. Burnley got that convincing win, obviously at League. Well, not convincing in the sense of performance wise, but statement win, shall I say? Leeds did have chances to score; they should have probably scored, but great win for them. A lot of people would have backed them to win the league, and yeah, when they're at home in this type of game, I agree with you, Hanno. 3-1. I think Portsmouth will give it a go, but in the end, Burnley's quality will shine through really. And I wouldn't be surprised at one stage if it's 1-1, and then Burnley get goals later on in the game, sort of thing. So yeah, 3-1 as well.
Okay, 3-1 as well. Let's go, Harry.
Yeah, there's no hiding from the fact that Portsmouth have had a tough start to the season. As a newly promoted team, I've had it. yes, we've had a tough welcome back to the Championship. We've done well to get a good few points, and then I think once this little spell of tough games, as Tyler mentioned, away to Burnley, at home to Sheffield United. Not sure who they have after those games, but once those games end, you'd hope that Portsmouth kick on it a little bit. Only time will tell. I think in this game, I think Portsmouth do. I was looking at a head-to-head before I made my predictions. I think Portsmouth do have a decent record at Turf Moor. But Burnley, there's no. I mean, they're the best team, one of the best teams in the league. There's no hiding the fact there. I agree. I think Portsmouth will stay in the game for a large majority of it. But yeah, I think overall, I think Burnley's quality will shine through. You know, we got a great win away at Leeds by as a statement win, as Tyler did say. A statement win. A statement win. Look as they are looking to get back to the Premier League first time asking. And yeah, I agree. I'm going to make it a hat trick of 3-1s. I'm going to say Burnley 3, Portsmouth 1.
Fair enough. Tyler, next game is Cardiff against Leeds. Take it away.
Now, it's one of them. You know, Cardiff been obviously the worst team in the league. The thing is, with their games, I've seen some of them, they have been in the games. It's just they can't take their chances. And the other team have, and they've punished them. You know, the only good result they've had is obviously the draw in the derby. You know, getting that goal. But other than that, they've been poor. I do worry about them defensively. Obviously, they've got Ethan Horvath, who we had in goal when we got promoted. Again, as much as we went up, he had his shaky moments, and I think he's had a few for Cardiff from what I've seen. And yeah, Leeds. I mean, we know Leeds do have a history of losing these type of games and messing up certain games. But I think they're especially their players out wide. I think they'll just hurt Cardiff. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go on the attack and score from a Cardiff. Start off well, but then they just get into the game sort of thing. Leeds, and then they have enough, and they're just comfortable in the end. So for me, I'm going to say a 2-0 away win for Leeds, quite similar to when they played Sheffield Wednesday on that Friday night, in the sense of that type of game where they just punish them really from their own mistakes sort of thing. So yeah, 2-0 to Leeds for me in that one. So yeah, that's that. Harry, mate, I think he's Hanno said if you go next, he'll be back in a second.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Yeah, I think in this game, Cardiff are really struggling so far this season, and I'm not sure where their fans probably stand with the manager, whether they want him gone or they want to give him more time. It's looking really concerning, especially from an defensive point of view. Probably one of their weakness points last season. I think it was weird with Cardiff because they didn't really have a natural striker. Also, the defence wasn't as solid as well. So yeah, it's always a weird one with Cardiff. You never know what type of Cardiff side you're going to get. But I think Leeds, we lost to Burnley as we mentioned just a moment ago. But yeah, Burnley are one of the best teams in the league, and that game really could have gone either way. I think Cardiff could be in real trouble this season. And yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Leeds away from home. This one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, a few people in the comments have gone 3-0 as well. I can see Chelsea fans gone 3-0. Joshua's gone 3-0 as well. That's the thing, isn't it? It's one of them. If Cardiff get any type of result, they'll be happy with that. I mean that respectfully. It's just a fact and the reality really at the moment with them. Maybe it could be a scenario, if they, well, they are the favourites to lose, but if they lose quite heavily, then maybe the manager might go. I could maybe see that because, unlike the whole situation, with their manager, they brought him in, they took out Rossini, they brought him in, they could see a plan in place, whereas this just ain't been good enough. I think they've only scored like 1 goal, is it? 1 or 2 goals this season, something like that in the league. Right, it's just not enough. He conceded double figures, so.
They've got a lot of problems at the moment, Cardiff. I can't see it going well for the manager there. But it would be the championship if they got a massive result here. To be fair, it would be typical of the championship.
Yeah, literally.
So, Harry, did you give yours as well? Your prediction?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 3-0 Leeds.
4-0 Leeds. I think you guys explained that already. 4-0. There's nothing much. So I'm just gonna go first on this one because I have to finish up what I was doing. Swansea versus Coventry. Yeah, Tyler, you mentioned this in your stream. Coventry haven't beaten them in I don't know how long.
Since 1981, I haven't beaten.
So yeah, probably a draw then. I did say in your chat I don't care about these three, but it does play a part. So yeah, and at home though, that's my thing. Coventry 1-2-1. They get back. They turn that 1981 into 2024. So yeah, Harry, Tyler, and then I should be back. This one.
Yeah, this one should be an interesting game. I didn't actually realise how long it has been since Coventry have beaten Swansea at home. I think a couple of seasons ago they were 3-0 up, and Swansea came back and drew 3-3. I think last season it was a 2-2. So yeah, Swansea are a little bit of a bogey side for Coventry at home. And I mean Swansea, they got a good win against Norwich. And they had a bit of a shaky start, but I think that Norwich result could prove to be the game which gives them a bit of a confidence boost that they can kick on and have a decent season. I think they're still building on Luke Williams for the manager, but I think they're going to get a hard-earned win here. I'm going to say 1-0 Swansea. Yeah, Tyler, what do you reckon for this game, mate?
Yeah, it's quite an interesting one because, like I say, that record's in general, by the way, it's not just at home. So it's actually crazy when you think about it because the amount of times they've played since then, it's not like they've rarely played. It's actually insane. Coventry obviously had the heartbreak last night, as much as that was to Premier League opposition. They were, very, very good in their game. Did have great chances to obviously win the game. Maybe that could play an effect. I know it didn't go to penalties or anything like that, but how hard they fought, and how gutted they would have been at the end. Maybe that could play a part going into this game, good or bad. It could be good in the sense of right. We show that we can do that against a Premier League team. Let's show that against Swansea, and if they play like how they did with the chances, there's no question why they can't win the game. Or it could be a bad factor in the sense of it's one of them where they'll just be absolutely devastated, and it's a bit of obviously a quicker turnaround for them. So it's one of them, really. I mean, Norwich had a really good record as well. Wasn't as good as Swansea's against Coventry, but Norwich obviously beat them 1-0 a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? So could be a similar thing. But I am going to back Coventry to get a result. Not quite a win, but I do think they'll draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw in this one.
That'd be quite a the season. And maybe they drew against us, I think, at our place. So yeah, they are the draw masters, it seems, so far this season.
Coventry played good against Tottenham. No reason why they might lose this game or draw this game, because they played in the midweek. So yeah, 2-1 Coventry 1-1. Okay. Do make sure to smash a like button, people, if you have not already. I'll quickly fly through the rest of the games before the Champions League action starts. Tyler, kick us off. How far Luton gonna win?
Well, yeah, we should be winning this quite convincingly, really, especially now we've got that win. Even before that, as a game I looked at and thought, you know what, we will beat someone convincingly at some point, because the problem with us at the start of the season is we were dominating games, but we weren't taking our chances. Now we're at home against the Sheffield Wednesday team who have been awful since the opening day of the season. I don't think they've scored away since, at all. So it's a great opportunity for me. Rob Edwards, he got it right, and we should be winning this. I'll be disappointed if we come out of Kenilworth Road with not a win. Even a draw, I'd be disappointed. Great opportunity to capitalise on last week. So I'm going to say 2-0 Luton.
I'm gonna say 3-0 Luton. I just think it's Sheffield Wednesday. You should better them.
We got a good record in general against them as well, actually, which we don't really have with a lot of teams. But we actually do have a good run against them, so especially at home.
Makes sense. Harry?
Yeah, I think this is the point where Luton do get a good run of results and climb up the table to near where we all think they should be challenging in around those promotion places. And yeah, I mean Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, they really don't look all that confident right now. I mean to concede a last minute goal when really they had to hold on for about, what was it, like 3-4 minutes after they scored in injury time. It must have been gut wrenching for them and their fans. I mean, the goal in what I'm saying was really disappointing to concede from a Sheffield Wednesday point of view. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but yeah, it wasn't a great goal to. It's a proper scrappy goal, and Sheffield Wednesday would be just disappointed that they threw it all the way, because that would have been a huge result for them against keeper side who has started decently well this season. But I reckon Luton will win this one. As Tyler mentioned, we've got a decent record against Sheffield Wednesday at home. Luton won 1-0 last time out, and I think they get the same result. I think it's going to be another 1-0 win for Luton. A good defensive display from Luton in this one, I reckon.
Okay, 1-0. Fair enough. Harry, while you are there busy, start us off with Sheffield United Derby County.
Yeah, this game I think it's going to be a decent game. I think Sheffield United are doing really, really well so far this season. Sorry for the 2-point introduction, but that hasn't affected them that much. As they have, I don't think they haven't lost a game. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but against Derby sides who, again, like Oxford, won all their home games so far, but yet to win away from home this season. And Sheffield United, I think, will be up there. I think people have had doubts about them because they had a lot of players leaving the club on free contracts. squad was having a massive change in the summer, but I think Chris Wilder's got it all clicking well together in the team, and I think that's gonna show on Saturday. I think Sheffield United win this one 2-0. I think I'll be seeing them up there. I think playoffs at least for Sheffield United this season.
Okay, fair enough. Tyler.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting one because you look at it and, like I mentioned, Derby haven't, won away. Their home forms, made it count, which again, I said at the start of the season, if they are to stay up, that's got to be the case. But I don't know. It could be a potential banana skin because you look at Sheffield United's game a couple of weeks ago against QPR. They were 2-0 up. They were in a great position, ended up drawing. Could have lost. But I do think they will win this one. I think, Hamer, O'Hare, the form they're on, they'll be able to win. But I do think it's going to be goals galore. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go 3-2 Sheffield United.
3-2 Sheffield United, fair enough. Let me quickly check. Derby, no away wins. Sheffield United only 1-1 away at home, actually. And yeah, 4-2 Sheffield United. High scoring game. Okay. 46. Just got prediction here for me. West Brom 3-0 West Brom. Tyler.
Now, obviously, they're taking on another team that haven't lost at this moment of the season. But I do think this one's a bit different because it is away for Plymouth. I think at home they'll be much better. Obviously, we got Plymouth next Friday. I think that will be quite a difficult game because they are at home. But away, I don't rate them too much. I do think it could be a close game, but I think West Brom will keep this unbeaten streak going on, and I'll say they have to grind it out, but they win 1-0.
Okay, Ari.
I think this is this game will possibly see a load of goals going in. I think West Brom are really good at the moment. I think they do look on track to get promoted so far. It's kind of sitting on top of the league. Cardiff Scorebrand, great manager. In terms of what he's had to work with, he's not had the biggest of budgets that's Huddersfield and West Brom. Took Huddersfield to the playoff final, but unfortunately lost out to Forest in that one, which was a shame to see. Now Huddersfield, of course, being relegated to League One. Since he's coming in, West Brom has done very well. Of course, last season, maybe looks to go one better this season and getting promoted. Plymouth, I think, I agree. Their home form is going to be crucial if they want to survive yet again. Which I think it's a solid aim for them again this season. It's a tough league, and if they can say punch above their weight, disrespect to Plymouth, but I think be a really good achievement if they can stay up in this league once again. I think this could be a similar game to the game last season where Ipswich, where they went 1-0 up, but also conceded quite a few goals. I think it's going to be similar here, and I think West Brom are just going to edge it. I think it's going to be a great game, but I think West Brom come away with all 3 points. Going to say to be 3-2 to West Brom. I think have a Hawthorns here.
Okay, fair enough. Next game, you know what? I'm gonna go with a shock. Blackburn, I reckon they're gonna drop points. No one. I reckon they're gonna lose actually. Preston won, yeah, up to Preston. Home won, yeah, won up to Preston. 2-1 Preston. Don't know what's the record. To appear to draw rotten all over this looking at the results. But Tyler, quickly go yours before we
Yeah,
wrap
like you
up.
say, draw heavy. Obviously, it's a derby. This one, another derby,
Is it
so
now?
quite interesting. Yeah, Lancashire derby it is. I mean, Preston obviously had that, penalty shootout. 16-15 it was in the end, beating Fulham, which is the longest score on a penalty shootout in League Cup history. Maybe that could play a part. I know it's only penalties, but still, taking on Blackburn, who have done really well. Since the departure of Schmodix, have done a lot better than I thought. For example, draw heavy, like we say. So I'm going to say it's a good game. It's on the Sunday, early kickoff. I'm going to say it's a 2-2 draw.
Okay, 2-2 draw. Same as last season. Harry.
Yeah, Blackburn doing very, very well. Of course, they smashed my team last time out. And fair play to them, they did deserve to win that game again. They were just, they were really good for that game. Yes, Ohashi scored a brace, scored 2 very good goals. I think he's going to be a good player for them. Preston, I'm not overly convinced by them so far. They've had a tough start to the season, of course, changing manager. Still getting used to Heckingbottom's style of play there. And I think Blackburn are going to continue their good form. I think they're going to get a big derby win here. I'm going to say 2-1 to Blackburn away from home.
Oh, 2-1. Fair enough. So yes. So yeah. Okay. And there. So that's all the predictions done, people. I will be literally live going over straight to Arsenal Atalanta watch along, but you guys can quickly share your socials. Start with Tyler at the bottom.
Yeah, thank you again, Hanno, for bringing me on. T-Boys TV, like you see there, guys. I did literally, it's pretty much the same thing myself with Lewis not too long ago. Hat show tomorrow. Me and my dad will get more into it. And then match day vlog and fan cams as well on Saturday to the game. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. Follow up there. Harry.
Yeah, thank you once again for having me on, Hanno. Really did enjoy it tonight. And yeah, really do appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to come check me out, Honeygun on YouTube, where I do a lot of previews for our games. And occasionally when I'm not going to the game, I do sort of like a live 3 p.m. watch where I just have a chat and just follow the scores. So people tend to enjoy that. So feel free to come check me out. I'd be massively appreciative. But yeah, thanks for having me on, lads, and good stream tonight.
And there are the links in the chat, people. Also in the description, there are timestamps. If you are watching this or want to watch back on a specific game, go check that out. Then I am live straight over there now. So yeah, see you all in a bit then, people. Make sure to follow these guys as well. Sorry. Be up yourselves for joining before I leave. And then see you all in a bit. Cheers.